Okay, hello. I am VOD reviewing this set for April versus Zenith. She wanted help, or at least a second opinion on how to deal with scrappy stuff, so that's what I'm here for. I have the Kitten Burst OST on the background and the game open here so I can check shit mid-set. So, yep, let's do it. So she said the first few games weren't on with Zenith on Scrappy. I still want to watch them though. Let's see how she approaches this. And I need to keep in mind that some of the I'm pretty sure this was in 12 delay, so I need to take a few of these interactions with a grain of salt. Yeah, the fair drop from Zenith. Okay, you get the pair there. Good. I don't know if I super agree with the 4A on Moody like that. I feel like 6A would be better. Maybe that's just me. I mean, a 4A like that, you're making more space, putting yourself in a range you'd like to better play at, but you're also not really gonna... Not really threatening anything or getting the opportunity to have plus frames like you could with 6A. Nice. Ah, damn, drops that, unfortunately. That happens. You probably got... I wonder if you got J8A there. I might not check that actively. There you definitely get 5A, I know that. Nice. Yeah, you're good. You got more there, but whatever, it's fine. Not confirm. Good DP. And then you... Yep, sweep. Sweep, like... Eons past, as in last patch, you would just throw that. You'd throw Poly after you block 3A. But with the throw immunity changes, it makes interactions like that... Oh my god, that hits from the... I forgot, Poly just really wide. Because of the... V16C, every sweep in the game, except for Bears, because it's too fast, got throw involved. So... The intent was to help fighting, specifically Bear, be a lot more... Sorry. The intent was to make challenging, specifically Bear 6B, a lot more consistent. Good idea. Right. Problem. It makes every interaction with every sweep in the game convoluted in ways that we didn't have to deal with before. So we're still figuring out how to deal with it. I think you technically still can parry Poly 3A, dash forward, and then throw it. It's just... Or block it and then throw it. You just kind of have to wait a long time. It's very awkward and feels wrong, so I'm agreeing we're just going for the sweep. You get a bar, you push him mid-screen. You push him toward corner, not... Also, funny, super. This head still supers the old way! Nice 6B, no confirm there at that range, yeah, no. Ooh, unfortunately go for 4F. Parry that. Take 2 bubbles with a chip, but you don't really care about that. It's 2 damage, and you deny that situation. Yeah, I would have just blocked that. That got hit, but that's fine. Yeah. Poly... Nice DP. Nice pickup, okay. Poly 4A is good. It's bad in delay. It requires a high amount of precision and commitment for an anti-air. And so you'll see Poly players like to generally play back at a range with 4B cover air approaches. Alright, Scrafty time. Biggest thing. Okay, immediately. I should have maybe skipped 10 seconds. Space pause? Oh my god, space pauses. You spoil me. Okay. You go for 4A and get 2 bead. Like... I guess you're at a range where 5A catches everything and also safe jabs the 2B. I think I'm like 90% sure 5A safe. It 100% does. So why 4A? I mean, I guess 4A catches up back better, but if they up back and you 5A, you're fine, even though it's scrafty and they can parachute on top of you quickly. It's 5A. 5A has like the fastest whip in the goddamn game. Yeah, I wouldn't 4A that ever. If you're worried about, I guess you didn't at the time the thought of, oh, they can 2B here. 4A's too committal of an option that you lose to Scrafty pressing 2B, you lose to them pressing parry, you lose to them pressing a button because you just did 4A. I don't super see the purpose, in my opinion. 5A would have been better, 2 would have been better, nothing would have been better, but you're going to pressure something even though you're minus. No. So, okay. Let me think about this scenario. About what you do here. A lot to keep track of. I mean, you could tell they had time to pull Spike. Even if they didn't have time to pull Spike, they could smoke ball through your 2B. They could punching glove you out of your 2B. I don't really agree with committing here. I think parrying light ball is fucking weird and gross and sucks ass, but if you knew the timing well enough, you could have parried the light ball, reacted to what they were doing, approached it accordingly. I'm gonna point out something else with trying to punish Scrappy 6B later. I noticed. Good DP. Click that again. I feel like fireballing there and then committing to run helps you in no way. Zenith doesn't do it, but against some characters, okay, for example, if you're fighting Polly as Scrafty, they can do 4B, and then if you parry it and dash forward, they get a full stinky, dumb RPS situation where they just hit you because they did it before you parried. Whatever, it's bad. That's why Scrafty 4A is so good, because it breaks projectiles while being quick, and then you can immediately go back to stocking items. So, I don't think throwing a fireball at Scrafty from, like, here helps you in any way at all if you're Ken. I don't see it. Doesn't make sense to me. And then you committed to run, which is like, I get what you did, but doing that immediately got you punished because you can't respond to what Scratch is after parry dash forward fast enough because... hold on. Yeah, commit to run. Tried to stop and do 4A. Hard loses to Scrafty 2A. This move is insane. Scrafty also has one of the three privileged parry dash forwards with Chess and Mlop. Where I think Bear might now too. Let me check that. I don't want to get information wrong. Hold on. Where they're frame 14, so after a parry in a neutral situation, Scrafty Mlop Chess are -1 compared to no, it's Chess Mlop Marsh Scrafty. That makes sense. After a situation when you parry something while both of you are actionable, Scrafty, Mlop, Chess, and Marsh are -1. 90% of characters are -3. But that's the general bracket they fall in. And then Foul Me and Past High are -5. Because of they have varying parry dash forward lengths, and that comes into play with they're set up that way due to like their combo game, and also just the way that it works. Because let me just show, like, Mien is in the slow bracket, but their parry dash forward is really good. Like, it's really good. Look at how much space this covers. That's insane. That's insane. On a character with this much mobility who can, like, do that and then do dash cancel 6 at a close distance, that's incredible. So, like, however, having a parry dash forward that's, like, fast, I'd argue is infinitely more important. Which helps Scrafty greatly, because they can parry things and then still respond. Comes into play a lot more for Marsh and Mlop because they're 7-framers, and most characters where you're parrying something while the opponent is actionable is against 8-framers, so they can parry it, be -1, and then you can trade fast attack, or threaten whatever, right, at that point. And then for most, it's an RPS situation. Then for those few in the 18 bracket, they're -5 and have to eat shit, and that's unfortunate, but that's how it is. Yeah, that's a tangent. Basically, throwing a fireball from Scrafty at that range, I don't see how it benefits you in any way. Especially if you commit to run and then commit to 4A, which loses to Scrafty 2A, because the button is incredibly good. Yeah. Nice spacing around the punching glove. Let me see. Can you, let me see this. Hold on. Yeah. This interaction happens. Space around the glove. React a little late, but that makes sense. It's 12 delay. Full clear the balloon because Ken Jump is incredible. I'm shocked you don't cross up. It looks like you should have crossed up, which is funny. If, like, genuinely, this looks like it crosses up every day of the week. But I guess he backwalked exactly when he needed to. Good throw. It's a 2A, unfortunate. But he got a bar. It's not the end of the world.
Keep going. Fight.
Okay, so, here's where it is. This is important. I'm gonna go through and check, 'cause I don't know at the top of my head. But I'm pretty sure when Scrafty has literally any fucking item other than balloon stocked, you can't punish 6B consistently. I think that might be just true. Let me see. I know for Punching Glove and Spring and Spike, yes. I don't, and for Smoke Bomb, you are invuln. So, like, let me do block, and fast attack. Yeah, that beats. That beats. Although that's, I mean, maybe like Ken 5A wouldn't lose there because Smoke Bomb takes a lot of time to complete. And then Spike for sure beats. Oh well, Spike trades, which is better because you get to combo. Maybe not Michigan, let me check that. Yeah, I mean, no. Maybe you get 5A. I don't know. Probably not. And then I know Spring does because I'll do Spring. I'll do here, let me just show. Okay, he needs more. I overshot. Hit the hell out of corner. Alright. Yeah, Spring you trade. A thing I'll do a lot, which is fucked up evil, is this. Oh, interesting. Spring from 2-4B is faster than Spring from 5B, I think. Or I inputted the 5B version wrong. No, it is slower. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. That's funny. Alright. Let me check other items. I don't think the Iron Ball will. Oh, I didn't even... Hold on. Yeah, no, hell no. And then... So, like, okay, Light Ball, you get hit, but if they do any committal fast attack, like Slither 2A, they also get hit, and then you get a full combo. And then Flame Orb, no, and then Leftovers, no, because it's Leftovers, so, yep. Be wary of any item if they have... Beware of trying to punish 6B if they have an item stocked. Much better route to take is parrying it on reaction, which you can do in 12 delay. It's hard, but the sound cue... That right there is your signal in your brain to press parry. Because that has travel time, you parry it, you dash forward, you punish Crafty because there's a ton of end lag. Yeah, that's been holding up. So, totally reasonable to punish that if you can react to the sound cue and parry it. I've done it in 12 delay, it's possible. It just takes effort and focus. Again, Fireball, there is nothing for you. That was good. Yep, trying to punish 6B after they had Spike stocked. Get the... Ooh, nice dash parry. Didn't punish though because I just didn't have time. There's no really specific cause, but didn't have time. Go stocks? Okay, interesting. See, now this, good zoning. The Ken Fireballs were making you any progress whatsoever. This is good. Okay, so... Yeah, I think you just gotta get used to punishing Scrafty 2A2A. You can't throw it. And you couldn't hit them safely without getting hit by the Flame Orb. I would parry the Flame Orb here, and then react to what's happening. I would parry the Flame Orb, parry dash forward, and then 2A under them. Because even if they, like, drift forward with JB, they can't punish the 2A in time. And then they're in corner, and you have them in corner, and you're, like, at the end of recovering from 2A. Probably the best scenario there. And then normally against Crafty 2A, don't try and throw it. It's like past 6B. It looks like you can throw it. You fully can't throw it. They can just hold up and dodge your throw. So, like, Tox 4A would have been a good punish. Tox 2A would have been a good punish. I think you might be able to... It'd be hard. You might be able to get 2A, 4A in this height. I don't know. And then, yeah, this is a big complaint from me. In Tox as a whole, though, you think you did go for 2A in a scenario where you just wouldn't be able to. Yeah, fuck no. I think your brain's used to Ken 4A, where you have the pretty alright fast hitbox. Tox 2A is frame 14. That's kind of slow. It's also... You crunch low to the ground. I think you were still like 5 frames away from getting a hitbox out. That's a big thing with me too. When I'm playing Tox, I don't realize how slow 2A is from putting anti-hero things, so I keep getting counter out of it a lot. Yeah, I see right there, 4A. Just doesn't have to respect the zoning at all. Has time to pull items for free. Has to respect 2B. And then burnt it on the screen didn't go anywhere, but I get why they did. And not poisoned. Not poisoned, they're fine. Use the spike to Break the 5B. Okay. Nice catch. That's big damage. That's poison. Ah, I should have detonated. Unfortunate. Yeah. I get the one to go for throw, but yeah. Okay, so that is a funny thing I like to call bullshit. Where... So what you did, right, was totally reasonable and fair. Let me get back to the scenario. Or no, this is ahead. Sorry, hold on. I lost where we were. Here we are, okay. Rose Spike. So you tried to go for... okay. You tried to go for parry. As in, you walked and did parry with 6. But then they got too close, so you went for throw. It is a... I fully get this happening, but it is a habit you have to ingrain to... Against, like, Scrafty and chess, do not go for 6 and 4 parry. Go for 1 parry, go for 5 parry. Don't hold 6 or 4 when you go for parry. They can fuck with you heavily if you do. And if you do, you eat a full combo, you get, in this case, poisoned. Yeah. I think Para has some credence, and the fact that they want throw to be on its own button, so that you can, like, walk parry, even in throw range, might be important, helpful for these 2 specific characters. And also, like, Polly. But yeah, try to get in the habit of not trying to parry them this way, because you will just get punished a lot of the time when they do stupid shit like run at you. Also be wary, more against Chest and Scrafty, of them body blocking the spike. They can put themselves between you and the spike, and so your parry won't find purchase because you're too far away. I don't know. Thing to keep in mind. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Does Scrafty sandwich cure poison? I don't think it does. I just want to know. I don't think it does. Nice. Unfortunate. Yep. Tox 2A loses card to air stall. Oh, he fucked the 2A up. Yeah. Zenith does this thing, and I'm assuming you've noticed, but just for anyone else watching. Scrafty can cancel... I mean, Scrafty can cancel 6B into 5B on block to, like, pull, like, Punching Glove for fucking with you. But that involves... That involves digging for items. Right? And so... Scrafty players will hit, like... What's a good example? Let me turn tip boxes on. Hold on. Hurt box is like this. That's actually not that bad. After whiffed 6B. And the recovery is, like, long. Crafty players will do this. Oh, fun. If I could... What? The input's just not... Like that. They'll begin to dig for items, and then down back and block. Which lets them... Essentially, it gives them more of a range where it's safe. Makes it harder to punish, makes it more annoying to punish. So even if they don't have any of their items stocked and they can punish you for trying to punish 6B, they can still dig for items at, like, this range and be fine, which is fucked. Keep it in mind for when fighting Scrafty. Ugh. That was gross. Uh-oh. Good. Okay, you punished that. I think you could have killed. I think. Let me see how minus they were. I don't think you get 4A. You might get 2A. I don't know if 2A, 6A, 6B kills from that, though. So, fair enough, I'm just going for back throw. Stalling time because it's just poison ticks down, and you got hit. Unfortunate. Scrappy 6A is a good button. Phalanx, interesting, okay. Nice. That's a range you might get. I think we can delay that a little bit. I don't think Zenith knows how to fight Scrafty. Or knows how to fight Phalanx, which makes sense, because who the fuck knows how to fight Phalanx in current day? Fight Ball's scary. I'm shocked you got away with that. Wow. Nice. Okay. Okay. Think about this. Hold on. Okay. Realistically? Okay, not realistically. What you want here is the bar. Totally valid. I totally understand, totally agree with you. What you should do in that specific scenario is press 4A. Why 4A? Scrafty 6A on block is -6, and that perfectly times up back to dodge fast attack while also dodging throw, letting you do JB, and then you jump back on their head if they whiff throw, and you punish them for it. Very strong. 4A's frame 8, you'd hit them even if they up-backed, and win the interaction, and they'd die because they're at 1 HP. I was gonna say go for 5A, but don't, because they just did 6A on block. Yeah. Go for 4A here. If they block it, you can go for 2A. I don't. You have Big Link? You have Big Link, I think. So yeah. I mean, if they block the 4A at that point, maybe you like forward jump over them. I don't know, but throw is not the correct. Throw's the I want a bar response, but Zenith is good at Scrafty. They're gonna do up back JB there. Every day, I have full confidence. Every day of the week they press up back JB. Especially because you have not yet punished them for it. And Phalanx doesn't have a fast enough low to cover that. So you would just have to settle for going for 4A and hoping that, not hoping, but accepting that even if they block it, you're in a fine position. The button's what, like minus 3? I don't know that off my head. Hold on. -5. But you cancel into, like, I'm pretty sure if they blocked 4A and you went for 3A, they probably would get hit by it, which is not good advice for, here's the solution to this scenario. But, they wouldn't play patient, they have a fucking Flame Warp down. They don't want you to be able to parry it. If you see them do 6A while they have a Flame Warp down and they're at 1 HP in your face, press 4A. That's my answer. You still got it because they went back in after you whipped the row. They went back in way too late. Unfortunate. Nice. Oh, that was awkward. You still won that though, that's good. Unfortunate. Yeah, what's that? Hold on. Look at that range on that 2F. Okay, point blank 2A, you throw that every day of the week. If you're too close, fuck. No, this is perfect actually. Yeah, if you're like within this range, you lose if you press 2A. Or if you don't, you just get hit. You are only you have to be like here to block string it and like here to be fast attack. If I'm like here, I should get hit. Zenith was like here. You press 5A or you press throw and you win the interaction and you do whatever. No need to respect it at that range. Which you didn't. You went for 4A, but then you didn't confirm off of it. Nah. Yeah, 4A, 6A is not a thing. You'd wanna go 4? Hold on. Fucking fast if he was playing, hold on. Okay. Wanna go for probably... Oh, what the hell? Okay. That doesn't work? I'm shocked that doesn't work. What the fuck? What is wrong with Phalanx? Okay, you get... Okay. Probably just 5-3 then. Yeah, 9. That's plenty. 4A goes into 2A, either or 3A, and I think you had to be link stocks, so you still get 4A 2A, by the way. You get 4A 2A cancel 6B, cancel the 2B 6B. It's pretty good. Or just I think that also just works. You can do it without a big link involved. Also just works. 2B gets some more damage though. I don't know why I didn't mean to go with that. Nope.
Choose your Pokemon.
Okay.
Wins. Choose your Pokemon. Trainers ready.
If we're gonna go for 2A there. Ugh, having 3 HP against Boros. Nice 5B. Ah, should have 5B'd, unfortunate. Also, yeah, that moved pretty slow before it hits, so you need to just delay the parry a little bit more there.
Bailey wins. Keep going. Fight.
Actually, I don't know what you do off counter at 5A's Phalanx. Oh, hold on. This is important. God damn it, go back to Thal.
Choose your Pokemon.
I wonder if you could sweep. I wonder if it carries counter at state to 4A. Why? That's like lenient too. Okay, not that lenient. Fucking gross, man. Alright.
Choose your Pokemon.
Yeah, good response. Okay, that was risky. Play more. Right. They go for 4A here. They do 6B. You get hit by the Flame Orb because it has like a million billion active frames and eat an entire extension. So I wouldn't have gone for jump over. I might have, me personally, parried the Flame Orb. The wiki page for Flame Orb says active 75, 40. I don't know when or what that means. So you would have gotten you would have gotten hit essentially. Got out fine, but that's because they committed to a 2 instead of going for 4A6B. I would have maybe just parried the Flame Orb and played off that, but that's just me personally. I like killed from that 2-5A, but yeah, whatever.
Failing
Nice.
wins. Choose your Pokemon. Trainers ready.
Ooh, a little bit late on that. Good parry. You could parried. Okay. Hold on. Fully could have gone for throw. I think you were worried about. Okay, I know what happened. You thought you parried the Iron Ball and not the 2A, so you held block for the 2A. Yeah, fair enough. I makes sense. That interaction looked weird. I still would have just gone for throw. Okay. Even if you had parried the Iron Ball, dashed forward, and blocked the 2A, they can't cancel the 2A fast enough for you to not be able to go for throw. So go for throw. Back throw here every day of the week, you win every single time. I mean, the correct answer is just parry counter when you got that parry, because if you dashed forward and you had parried the Iron Ball, the 2A would have hit you. So you're dashing into active frames and you're minus. Can't block before they get before the active hits you. So probably just parry counter. except that you don't get back throw, but except that you get a bar out of corner. This is pretty good to me. Nice, big link. Unfortunate jumping into the balloon. Jedi. I thought even though it wasn't one, clearly it was you. Nice. 3A clears spike. It's gross. I hate it, but I'm glad you know that and are using it. I like that. Ooh, I like that sequence from Zenith. I mean, 4B covers all of it, but you know. Ooh. Real life Phalanx block pressure with links? Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh, you got 6A6B there. Ah, whatever. Ah, Bailey doesn't cover that. Wow. Today I will breastfeed these. It works, This song is really good. Again, they were close enough. You went. Let me make sure on that. Hold on. Oh no, that was incredibly space what we're talking about. Yeah, you have to hold that. You can 4A that. Oh, 4A whiffed. Never mind, I'll listen to me. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, DP. Yeah, but here's light ball. Ooh, that was gross. I think. Did you have Big Link? Yeah, you had Big Link. I think you just pressed 2A here and you win. But you pressed, I think, 4A and your hard box instead of 4 and you got caught. Unfortunate.
Choose your Pokemon. Trainers ready.
Again, you gotta react to them doing parachute even up here. 4B just catches all of every single angle of this every day of the week till the end of time. Can't let them get away with that, or they're gonna keep doing it. No confirm on the counter hit 6A. Interesting, Zenith, okay. Yeah, go scenario. That pushback on Foul JD is insane. I think Zenith got pushed to the corner from that JD even during Smoke Bomb. Again, the 4B catches! No! Although you traded, but you are down so much HP from that. Honestly, this is a Zenith note. This is a Zenith note. Fucking, you go for J2A here, man. You hit the spike, you get a full confirm. Come on. It's also strategy J8 is fast, or J2A is faster too. I full lied. No, it's not. It's actually 4 frames slower, but it looks faster. No confirm on the counter at 2A2A? No confirm on the counter at J2A? Zenith! Still, that was good. The strategy J2A in that scenario would have still worked, by the way. I mean, it's Foul J8 is so slow, and the hitbox on strategy J2A is really good. There's a G-zip on my screen. Nice. Not nice. Fortunate. Okay. I think your answer to. I think you press JB. You press JB and you trade it. I think at worst you trade and it takes 7 to take 1. Nice, Chibi. That was good. That looked like it crossed up, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, I can deal with the parachutes like this. That's good. Maybe we should punish that, but whatever. Worried about 2A2A, fair enough. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, don't throw the 2A2A, no! Oh, you're like, oh, no, it's the guard, put the bar from the guard break. Yeah, don't try and throw 2A2A. I don't know what punish you go for in GZAP, but it's something. Ah, damn. Yeah, that was good. Also, okay, I just have to say, and they want to say this shit's consistently punishable. Yeah, man, for sure I'm gonna hit GZAP from here, dude. Totally. I mean, you spaced it, but like, come on, dude. That was good from them. By the way, yeah, okay. Exact thing happened. They pressed up back here. Like 100% they pressed up back here. And so what do you do in this scenario? I think you press 2A, although 2A has a risk of them, like, if you've gone for 2A enough times, they might try and parry it. this parry would beat there, your -6 strength and button. And then it's just a scenario of you mixing in 2A and 5A to catch parry. Now that 5A actually converts off parry, that's great, because you can do 5A, 5A, 5B, 5A, I think? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So, initially, I wouldn't go for 5A. I don't play GZ, but I would go for 2A here. Scrafty up at JB catches the 5A, and then you're in just a bad scenario. Oh, you get out of it. They commit to 2A, you JB, whatever. Ooh, the air stall in that actually worked on once. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Takes it. Choose your Pokemon.
Interesting. Okay.
Green is ready.
Unfortunate. Funny. Yeah, I feel like nice. Oh my god, you're goated. I feel like this matchup, even more than Ken, honestly, is one you're comfortable in. Ape Scrafty just kind of makes sense in how you want to approach it. Yeah. No meter gain on that 5A. Good 6B. Yeah. You have to be worried about jumping in. I feel like the 5B delayed, unfortunate. Oh, they didn't block the 5A. I feel like JB could get a lot of use here. Scratch 4A is good, but it's not like that active, so you can air all over it. And could they react? And 4A probably not, especially in 12 delay. Like 4A again, probably not. Ugh. Okay. I think 4A just wins there, by the way. 8-4A is incredible. Ah. Surprised they didn't take the opportunity to play more Biko for a high-low. By the way, on that, you got... You got a whole extra 6A, 5A, 3A. Just FYI. Maybe 5AA, but I would just go for 5A because there's some characters it'll drop. It'll make the sweep drop. I agree with that crossover. Okay. Ah, you hear the sound you parry. Whatever. Happens. Yeah. You got 2 bar, you're okay with that. Unfortunate. Tried to go for walk forward parry, got caught. Ah, you 4A, that'll be the weak. Okay. Nope. Yeah, Light Ball has a hitbox the entire time it's out, by the way. Like, on the actual ball, so you can't jump in against Scrappy at all, especially for Ape and have no jump arc. No, sorry, you have a low jump arc. It's very good, it's just low to the ground and bad in this very specific context. Unfortunate. No. No, you parry that, and then you get a punish. Don't jump. That shit hits the skybox. Don't jump. Mm. I need to check something. Hold on. I think the first hit of Scrafty J2A is like poopy butt on block. No, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. Yeah. Oh, Scrafty doesn't air stall when they hit block with it. So, like... Okay, you get parry. But you lose fast attack. You lose if you go for fast attack. That's interesting. Okay. Good to know. So, yeah, probably should have pressed 5A. Now that we know that, I didn't know that. Maybe you hit it like super deep. I mean, yeah, but when you're coming on like that, you just get punished for pressing 4A. That's good to know. Okay.
Crafty wins. Keep going. Fight.
Because, like, I had noticed when playing the character, like, I feel like I'm getting punished for doing J2A on block, and I don't get why, and that makes way more sense. Good. Did they still... No, okay. I don't know why I thought they got the endurance refresh, even though they didn't. Unfortunate. Yeah, Scrafty 3A's, or Scrafty Leftovers still heals 3 endurance and 6 HP.